Okay, here we are. Welcome to the Sunday Branding YOUniversity webinar. What's up, folks? How you doing? Are we clear? What time is it? Oh, why do I even bother looking at the clock? Alexa, what time is it?
It's 1:52 p.m.
We got 8 minutes. God, I love my new girl. What's up, folks? Come on in. Just doing all the plugins, getting ready for a little screen sharing. And I got to tell you guys, I got some homework for you all today. We got 8 minutes, so what I'll do is I will ramble on for 8 minutes. Then we jump right in. Fair enough? Fair enough? How's the sound, folks? Okay, now you're coming in. How's that? We good? What do you think of my Zelda? Something Sheldon would wear on the Bing Bang Theory. The Bing Bang. So come on in, guys. As you guys get ready, you will need a pen and a paper today, because we're going to commit to some content actions, pieces of content. Class it up, Mark. Gum out of the mouth. Class it up, Mark. Okay, should we start now? I'm just going to get my stuff together and say hi to each other. How about this? Let's start off with the good old, where are you guys from? Where are you guys from? Challenges are nothing but a thing. But I'm telling you guys, when they come, right? It's like boom, 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 boom. Conquer. Then you're like, where's my next challenge? I can't be smooth sailing this long. So here we are. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 1:54 p.m.
6 minutes to go, y'all. You hanging on? I'll start by saying welcome to the Branding YOUniversity webinar. Sunday webinar every Sunday. Today we're going to have part 1 of 2 as far as content creation goes. But I'm going to wait till I dive into this, because today I guarantee we're under an hour. Guarantee. You guys want to put some wagers on that? I'm not sure. Under an hour. As a matter of fact, I've got my girlfriend here to help me out. Isn't that right? Alexa, are you my girl?
Sorry, I'm not sure about that.
There we go. Good answer. We're still in the honeymoon phase. I'll ask her next week. We'll see if she changes her tune. Alexa, play Elton John, I'm Still Standing.
Here's I'm Still Standing by Elton John on Amazon Music.
Alexa, stop. Alexa, what time is it?
It's 1:56 p.m.
All right, I think we're ready to roll. So what I'm going to do is it won't be ramble. Don't worry. This is a ramble-free zone today. Today we're going to, first of all, this is part 1 of 2. Partie 1 de 2. Parte 1 de 3. Did I get my Espanol right? I'm not quite sure. Part 1 of 2. Unos des dos. We're talking about content creation, guys. We're taking the bull by the horns now when it comes to content creation. Let me set the timer, because I'm going to talk for 30 minutes or less. So 40 minutes or less, because I have 15 minutes of screen sharing to do. Not screen sharing, screen sharage to do, because I got some homework for y'all. I realized something in my coaching efforts lately. Some of you will take action, some of you won't. I can't come over to your house and say, did you take that action? Did you take that action? all I can do is give you an assignment today in preparation for next week. So, Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 1:57 p.m.
That qualifies. Alexa, set timer for 30 minutes, please.
30 minutes, starting now.
Boom. Okay, we're off. Okay, guys. It's an exciting 2 weeks for me because we're going to talk about... Yes, I have no rock star today, only tea. Tea and water. And I'm not hiding any rock star behind the scenes because I know y'all care. So since I only have half an hour to babble or ramble, I'm going to have to do it quick. In the next 2 weeks, we're going to talk about not only one of my favorite topics, not one of the topics that excites me the most, but it's actually a topic that you're going to learn to like to do. It's called content creation. But we're merging two of the most important skills irregardless of whatever your niche, your product, your service is. You are here because you are either a small business owner or an entrepreneur, or even more importantly, an aspiring entrepreneur, which is actually about 99% of us. Let's face it, we're aspiring entrepreneurs if we haven't made it yet. So some of you have made it, but we're still aspiring to be something. So my point is, let's get to the point now, quick. We need to provide content, valuable content to magnetize ourselves, number one, and number two, to clone ourselves. Yes, when you create content and you syndicate that sucker and you put it on rotators and you put it on a feed, I guess you can say, an automatic feed. I only focus really, guys, on Twitter Lead Machine, which shows my content every single day to new eyeballs, and my content has a CTA, which means it collects audience members for me as I'm talking to you fine folks. And I use Facebook ads, which does essentially the same thing. I'm only certified or licensed to teach on those two platforms, but I am doing LinkedIn paid ads, I am doing Twitter paid ads, and I am doing Instagram paid ads. However, because I'm not certified in those, when I say certified is, I haven't had massive results yet. I'm still in the tweakage phase. Make sense? So we syndicate through Facebook ads and Twitter Lead Machine. Twitter, because Twitter is free. It's a great place to test your content, see how many audience members you're getting, and when you get the high performing pieces of content, then you could spend that whole $5 a week. Fair enough. Didn't want to get into syndication. What I wanted to say was that the two most important things as a business owner you can do is, I'm going to say as an aspiring entrepreneur is, here we go again. Here we go again. He's going to ask me to read a book. I've been asked many times, Mark, if there was a one thing, tell me in one sentence how to succeed. One sentence. Read a book per week. Boom. Personal development. One book will lead you to another book. Let's talk about content, because video content is easier to consume than a book. It's visual and it's short. Okay? So we'll just go with consuming content first as personal development, and then creating content. It's a viral loop in a way, because when you consume the content, this is the number one thing all successful entrepreneurs know they must do. You gotta learn. So if entrepreneurs are learning, if you're teaching from what you're learning, now they're gonna learn from you. Okay, you see how that works? And I was gonna say unfortunately, but I won't say unfortunately, I will say Fortunately, only a minute portion, only a small percentage of entrepreneurs that consume content will make their own content. Why is that fortunate for us? Because we are in that minute population of entrepreneurs that will create content, right? We're going to do it, right? This is the gold, guys. When you clone yourself, that's how business comes to you. It's like you're doing a presentation, except you're not even there forever. And I gotta give a shout out to someone. I gotta do it because I'll give credit where credit is due. And every time I learn something from content and I remember who said it and had such a large impact on my life, Mr. Raymond Higdon. Ray Higdon. Not for his network marketing. Oh yeah, he helped me in that too, for sure, when I started. And still, he's a star. But what he really, really said in one of his old videos that stuck with me, and I didn't really believe it, but now I can hold true to it and I can vouch for it, is that he said, the one who provides the most content wins, with no ceiling. The more you do, the more you succeed. And Mr. Ray Higdon is still today a shining example. The guy's 10 million, more than that. He's an 8-figure earner. Every year you pocket a couple of tens of millions, whatever it is, and still with that income, every single day he's putting something out there, sometimes twice a day. Gary Vaynerchuk, this is mind-blowing, but he puts out over 100 pieces of content per week. As a matter of fact, if you don't believe me, research it, because this sounds obnoxiously fake. Gary Vaynerchuk is up to 100 pieces of content per day now. And what does that mean? It means he creates one pillar content, which is value in his niche. For those of you unfamiliar with content, time is flying, but this is important. Content and personal development are the two most important things you can do as an entrepreneur. The rest will take care of itself, believe me. Okay, so Gary V, 100 pieces of content a day, and I see how he's coming to that number. He creates one piece of pillar content, then creates maybe 30 images from it, image quotes or whatever. He does image quotes for his Pinterest, for his Instagram, for the platforms that go well with images, Twitter, and then he does little clips from that big long piece of pillar content, and then he makes voice clips, and then he puts it on Alexa, what's my flash briefing?
Here's your flash briefing from Gary V 365.
Literally the most interesting thing to me watching, and I'm watching a lot, as you guys know, is the channel conflict of selling stuff. And that's what you're asking. Listen, you have to get into building your own brands. It's the only thing you're going to have. Walmart, the people that make the deodorant that sells to Walmart, and the wholesalers that sell deodorant to C-stores, all of them are in the same business now, which is
Alexa, stop. Don't have to listen to the whole thing, but it was good. I was into it. He's talking about branding. But the point is, that is from some of his other content. So doesn't mean he's creating 100 pieces of native content. I disagree with that. I think he should take the time. Gary, if you're listening, make your Alexa flash briefing. Alexa, stop. Make your Echo flash briefing native. Come on, Gary, what are you doing? Come on. Come on now. You better not see this. You know I'm kidding, Gary. If you do see this, my stuff tends to travel lately because of content. So that's how he creates all that content. So it doesn't need to be original content all the time. You can create one big piece of content and chop up from it. And we're going to use that technique today, okay? So would you guys in the chat, let's get some engagement here. Would you guys agree that personal development and content creation are the two most important things in building any business, whether it's small business, whether it's big box business, whether it's a service, whether it's a product, whether you're making candles from your mama's basement. Is content the most important thing and personal development? Is it not? Agree or disagree with me? I'm going to take a look at the chat. Because if you disagree with me, your shit is broken, as Gary would say. So, okay, you agree, you agree, you agree. Well, it's a fact. When you start creating content, this is why part 1 today is how to get started. Next week, guys, we're getting into it so deep that I'm going to create a piece of content properly that will feed you leads full-time live. I'll do it live in front of you. You'll see me create one, okay? You guys want to see that? So today, you guys want to see me do it next week? I'm gonna do it live. It's gonna be epic. And it's going to be the way to create a 10-minute or less piece of content in your niche with a proper call to action. Because I'm getting excited here. Because the point of content, folks, is not for someone to see you once. It's not for a handful of people to see you. The point of content is so that new people see you every day. And the point of content is to have a call to action that is so clear that a percentage of people who see your content click or do whatever you ask them to do. Does that make sense? It's got to be a packaged piece of content. Okay? So, who's creating content out there? Let's look at some numbers. Oh yeah, a lot of you for sure. Who's learning something every day in personal development? All of you. If you don't, I'm going to give you some homework today. I'm going to make it so that you commit to a certain number of deliverables. Now here's what I've done. Okay? I've merged the process of personal development and content creation into a one step. How cool is that? Kill 2 birds with 1 stone, right? Oh boy, Larry did not like that. You guys don't know Larry? There he is. Right up there. He's the boss. See him up there? Larry did not like that. I didn't mean kill 2 birds, Larry. I was speaking figuratively. So we're going to kill 2 birds with 1 stone, okay guys? We're going to educate ourselves, and create content from what we learn. It's the best flow we can have. So, what's the hardest thing is getting started. Who would agree? Who's always, Mel, tons of you are creating content. I already knew that. Good on you. Is the content right? Hey, maybe some of you are like, fine, sit around and watch me do my content, or just keep creating your content and learning. But I promise you, with the homework I'll give you today, I'll give you a sheet. I'll give you a homework sheet that you can download, okay guys? So you'll be accountable, not only to yourself, but we're going to partner up. You guys up for partnering up? Hey, I gotta say, partners work. You want to lose weight? If you partner up with someone else who wants to lose weight, your odds are drastically better because you're accountable to each other, and it's also a team push. Does that make sense, that part? We're going to dive into these things. For those of you that are on the fence about creating consistent content, why? Why are you not doing it? Is it because you don't know what to talk about? You don't have any content ideas? Is that why? I don't think so. I don't think so. There's plenty of content ideas. We're going to tackle that obstacle today too. But you know what I think it is? I think it's getting started. I think it's getting started. Once you get started on something, you build momentum. Anything. You got to get started. Once again, we'll go back to that. We'll go back to that sweaty, dirty, rotten gym. It's a sweaty, dirty, rotten gym in the beginning, but once you get started, it becomes a beautiful experience because you feel amazing, you look amazing, better quality of life. But getting started, right? Would you guys agree to getting started? This whole webinar is committed or dedicated to getting started. Next week, we dive into it. We're doing it in 2 parts because I want to keep them both under an hour. And the way things are going, no, we're good. We're good. 7 steps to getting started. There we go. Let's jump right in. Today's dedicated to getting started. You're going to walk away with an assignment because your life will change if you start putting content out there with a clear call to action. Attraction marketing, yes. Attraction marketing, big buzzword out there. Personal branding, you brand yourself, people come to you, yes. You use attraction marketing, people come to you to buy your stuff. They ask you, their credit card in hand. Yes, but the founding idea is to put content out there, right? Clone yourself. If that's not clear, the only way it's going to become clear to you is if you do it. I can tell you all day long. Well, first of all, how did you find me? Why are you here? Because of content. How long have you been following me? Let's have some fun. Who's been following me for over a year? Who's been following me for 2 years? Who's been following me for over 3 years when I started this thing? Who's been following me for over 3 years? A lot of you. It's because you saw some content of mine, whether it was on a platform, whether it was on YouTube, whether it was on Instagram, probably on Twitter, even probably on Facebook. It's that content, okay? So, enough selling the idea of content. You're not going to know until you've been doing it for about a year. I'll be honest with you, you're not going to know. 4 years ago, I started making videos. People started contacting me only about a year after. And then a year after that, a lot of people contacted me. Now, I understand what Mr. Higdon said when he said, the one who puts out the most content wins. That's why it's my #1 priority. I commit to 3 pieces of content every week, no matter what, before anything else. It used to be personal development, then content. Now, since I do them both at once, boom, okay? So, who wants to get started? Who wants to get out of that rut they're in? Who out there has said, I want to create content, but I got to kick myself in the butt to get started? See this thing here? This is going to do some kicking today. Yes, I work barefoot and in shorts. Here we go. 7 steps. Here what I'm going to ask you guys to do is I'm going to ask you to write them down and put them in your face. Put them on your board. Because these are the 7 steps. You'll see a lot of variations online, but these are the ones. These are the ones I mixed up. These are the ones I kind of threw my stuff in there. These are the ones that I know are going to get you unstuck. Are you ready to get unstuck? Then you'll have your homework and then come back next week. We're going to dive right into me doing it. Fair enough? Turning this guy off. How's that for your view? How's that for your view? Too dark? Want me to open up the blinderinos? Yeah, maybe I'll do that. Remind me to put on my mic when I get back, guys. How's the midsection looking? Good? After the surgery? How's that? That's pretty good. Yes, the mic, I know. How's that looking? Pretty good, eh? Gotta do this right. Voila. Holy crap, I can go and I'm trying to hold back. 7 steps to getting started. #1. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to rifle off all the 7. I will briefly talk about them. Briefly, maybe not even. We're going to write them down and then I'm going to go online. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to do them, okay? I'll show you how to do these. So right now we're just rifling. We're rifling off. #1. Commit to number of deliverables. Commit to number of deliverables. Are we right side up, guys? Or are we backwards? No, I should have flipped it. We're right side up. It's legible. Thank you. Okay, we're right side up. Commit to number of deliverables. This is an easy one. Let's go with 2 per week. Okay, can we do that? Can we do 2 per week? Will I get? No, I won't dive too deep because the other 7 will help me talk about fears and committing. But right now, well, this is committing. You're going to have to write it down. I will give you a sheet of paper at the end of this, homework on a sheet, and on the sheet of paper, put a number. 2 per week, guys, is 100 pieces per year. After 100 pieces, that's when the magic happens. That's the magic number. How would you like it in 1 year from today, when all your entrepreneur, co-entrepreneur workers are still contacting people? I got to reach out to people. I got to make sales. I got to prospect. I got to show them what I got. How would it feel if in 1 year from today, they're coming to you? You could still do the other thing, but how would that feel? That's 2 pieces per week. Is that too much to ask? That's number 1. Number 2. Number 2 is a scary one, and I'll tell you why number 2 is important. Declare it publicly. Declare it publicly. I commit to, well, I'll tell you how to declare it. You know how you declare it publicly? This is on social media. Declaring it publicly makes it extremely hard for you to back out of it, number 1. Number 2, by declaring it publicly, you will also ask a question, post engagement 101, by the way. Who's with me? I'm going to create 2 pieces of content per week for my business. Who's with me? Put a little arrow going down. Okay? Declare it publicly. Number 3 is number 2 is going to help you with number 3. So I'm going to write down number 3 right away. Number 3, I don't want the tripwire to knock the whole setup down. Get a partner or a coach. Remember when I talked about the accountability? Remember when I talked about accountability at the gym? Same thing with content, yo. Get yourself a partner. How are you going to get a partner? Some of you may be friends with like-minded entrepreneurs. You may. Some of you may not. This is why you declare it publicly. As a matter of fact, look at this. I'm just going to do this now. I declared publicly that I'm about to go on a content creation journey. Who's with me? As a matter of fact, I did this Friday. I did it Friday, 2 days ago. Let's go look at what I got. Now, this is just on my Facebook wall. So I could have got a lot more if I put it as an ad or if I syndicated this. This is just a Facebook wall post, but still, and on my personal wall. So, but still, here we go. Let me show you. What does it say? Perfect. Who wants to join me on a serious content creation journey in 2019? Let me know here. I don't know if you guys can see that clearly. Can you guys see that? Who wants to join me on a serious content creation journey in 2019? Let me know here. That's a declaration. I'm declaring it publicly. I'm going on a serious content creation journey in 2019. I'm doing more than 2 pieces per week though, but I declared it. And then by saying, let me know here, what's that doing? I get to hand pick my partners who want to do this too. Make sense? You with me on these 3 points? How many comments? Can you guys see that since 2 days ago? Where is it? Right there. 278 comments. There's only 1 share. So that's just on my wall. 278 comments of people who want to join me. Now, I'm sure a lot of people want to just watch me. So I would have to handpick some people. As a matter of fact, you're my people. Who's joining me here? So when I say get a partner or a coach, I can be your coach. I'm free. Just tune in next week. That'll be your coaching for this. But not like a partner who keeps you accountable. A coach would keep you accountable too. So you guys get it? You with me on these 3 steps? Who's willing to do those 3 things? They're very easy. Commit to a number, declare it publicly, and out of the people who respond, say, would you like to team up on this effort? I want to do 2 pieces. Let's meet up every week. See what we got. Make sense? You guys good with this? This is how you get started on this stuff. So I got that. I'll put that here. I'll put this back here. Number 4. We got 7 steps. Consume existing content. Consume existing content in your niche. We're going to do that today. You need to consume content to write it. Don't try to be all creative and have to feel like you have to come up with something every time. You don't. You go out there, you consume it. So number 1, personal development. Hello, cello. You got your personal development down, and then you put it out in your own words by adding your experiences. I call it story stitching. So how can you relate to that? And I want you to say, I remember when back in band camp, when I used to also approach every single girl and they all said no. So now I understand when, I don't know, when Aaron, I should not say any words. I looked at someone on my Facebook. I was going to say a name. When this leader said, if you want to meet more girls, then do this. So that's how I applied it in my life. And this is You want a story stitch. That's just loose without going into too much detail. We're going to get into that next week when I create the content, okay? So consume existing content. I'll tell you where to go today. Let's keep going. How are we doing on time? 25 minutes? Okay, we're good. After that, oh, this is a big one. Please, please, please pay attention to this one. Please, please, please don't get stuck on perfection. And believe me, this is properly sentenced. Do not get stuck on perfection. This is one of the dream killers. Your content will not be perfect. You want to own your quirks. You want to own yourself. You screw up, you keep going. Oh, I got to abort this thing in 1 second, guys. If you get stuck on perfection, you'll never, ever, ever, ever get it done. Now, plus, what does John Legend say? All of me, no. All of your love and your affection, all of your perfect imperfections. Keep your imperfections in there. And also, if you get stuck on perfections, this ain't happening. You ain't getting started, which is why, as Gary Vee says, here I'm quoting everybody because I consume a lot. Gary Vee says, document versus create. Document your journey. Document your journey as you go along. You'll see my old videos. They're a lot worse. I'm not a master video person, but I'm better. Document it. So don't get stuck on perfection. Keep all your old stuff. Okay? Here we go. Now we're going to go into number 6. Another big one. How can I do this for you guys? Face your fears. I'll give you a couple of quick tips right now. Face your fears and get out of your head. No way. Has it been half an hour? It's okay. We're at point number 7. Alexa, stop. See, my girl keeps me in line. My girl keeps me in line. Face your fears and get out of your head. That one, all I can recommend you do. When I faced my fears, I did not actually have to just jump and do it. It's very easy to say, just do it. I got it on my thing. I got a thing on my thing that says, just do it. It's not always that easy. So when it comes to facing your fears, what I recommend is start by talking to your phone by yourself. Not you record it, but record it and rewatch yourself. I think that worked better for me than just doing it. When I just did it, and we're not talking lives here. This is not lives. We'll get into the options of whether you want to make it a live or not in a second, but this is generally a video you're going to syndicate. And if you do, we'll get into that when we go on the screen. My girl told me to speed it up here. So that's one way of doing it, like a video diary, a viary. There's a word for you, viary. Yeah, video diary. Does that exist? Instead of a diary, it's a viary. Video diary. Today I work at whatever, and then practice on doing it to yourself with no audience. It got me out of my shell because when I started, I could not even push record on my phone and say hello with nobody watching, not alive, no intention of putting it on the internet, but just by speaking to something with a red blinking light that's recording, I could not do it. It's the craziest thing. No one's going to see it. It's only for me. I could not do it. I had to do that for weeks before I even attempted to do a recording that I'm going to show. Doing this live stuff, forget about it. Wasn't even in my realm of thought. So this is a good way to crack that, or just do it. But this is a good tip. I'm telling you that because that's what's worked for me. So you're going to have to face your fears. And then 7, we said get started, right? Do 3 small things today. Today. Who's writing this down? Put it in the chat, please. Do 3 small things now, today. By the time this lesson is over today, within the hour, I promise you guys, we're not even 35 minutes in. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. And I will do this. There's 3 small things that you're going to do today, guys. I want you to do it today, not tomorrow. This will break the inertia. This will break the stagnancy, if that's even a word. We're here to get started. The 3 small things are very small. Trust me. I'll give them to you in a sec. So I'm going to bring this up close. I want you guys to take note of this, please. And let me know when you've done so. Do a camera screenshot if you can. That would be fantastic. Okay, guys, can you guys do, you want me in the picture? Hi. Hey, girl, what's up? Okay, guys, you got that? We're shift over. We're doing awesome time. Do not take these things lightly. Just do it. These are actionable steps. These are not, oh yeah, I'll believe in myself. Okay, maybe facing your fear, but it's not. Do this. Do what I just told you. Commit to a number. You write down a number. Hey, if it's 1 per week, put 1 per week. 1 per week, guys. You got 52 pieces. Before you ask me how to syndicate it, before you ask me how to follow up, let's get it done. Let's get some content done. Okay, guys? Fair enough? Fair enough? Okay? I'm shifting over. I'm going to go over all of these on screen with how it's done, okay? Well, I already showed you how to commit. Who's got a number? Hey, you know what? Put it in the chat, please. Your number. Commit now. Why commit tomorrow? Why commit later? Commit now. Are you willing to do 1 piece per week? How many per week? And don't give me this once per month. I don't want to see that. I don't want to see once per month. If you're going to do 1 per month, don't put anything in the chat. You're not. Do you really want to succeed? You're going to have to do it. You're going to have to do at least 1 per week. Okay? Put a number. I'll go over them in a sec here. Awesome, awesome, awesome. There we go. And if you're going to say 1 per day, maybe I'll take down your name and put you in the hot seat and see if you actually do it. I know a lot of you are doing 1 per day. So again, different levels, different actions, right? Declare it publicly. That's an actionable step. Get a partner. That's an actionable step. I know many of you are doing that already with great success. Great success. Great success. Get a partner or coach. That's your teaming up. Consume existing content. Okay, we're going to start there. I'm going to show you where to consume. I'm going to show you, don't get stuck on perfection. That one I can't show you. You're just going to have to do it. Face your fears. That one I can't show you. Do 3 small things. So right now, let's go into the consuming of the content and creating content. You'll have an actionable assignment for next week. Who's up for some homework? Who's up for some homework? You're all up for some homework. You better be up for some homework. I need to change some lives here. And you're on my clock right now. You're on my clock. I gotta get some, I want some success stories. Start popping out the content, okay, guys, and learning. Here we go. Screen share is on. Can you see my screen, guys? I always do this. Here we go. Ready? The shift is beginning. Let me know. Let me know in the chat if you hear and see me. See my screen, please. Okay, did it work, guys? Can you hear me, please? Just looking at the chat. Can you see my screen? Please. Thank you. 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 Okay, so this is the document that you guys are going to get. It's getting started on content creation. Again, be sure to tune in next week, guys. That's when I do my thing live. I'm going to do the assignment live, okay? So what I've done is I've outlined the 7 steps that we talked about today. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to tell you where you can download this, okay? So that we have the 7 steps. And right now we're going to cover the assignment, which will be how to consume existing content and get personal development. Excuse me, let me grab a sip of water. I really have not shut up. All right, here we go. How to get your personal development and your content creation in 1 step. This is your assignment if you choose to accept it. So let me show you where to get this file. I'm going to go to brandinguniversity.com, branding YOUniversity as stated right here, .com. You can open a free student account if you're not already a student. It's absolutely free. No credit card. No opt-in ever, ever, ever again. You have your own student back office. You can become a free affiliate if you choose to. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Because when it comes to content curation, you want to get the right types of content, right? So I'm going to guide you to the best entrepreneurial, small business, inspirational, motivational, life-changing content out there But if you have your own free blog, you get content delivered to you every single day that you can pick and choose from. And more importantly, learn from. No, not more importantly. Content delivery on your own blog, which is free. We'll talk about that quickly at the end. So, right now you want to go into your all courses up here once you are a student. If there's affiliates in the house, please put it in the chat. What I recommend, guys, if you're not yet a student, contact one of these affiliates. Do not put your links, okay, affiliates? It will block you. The system will kick you off the webinar if you're on the webinar. And if you're watching this on the live stream, it will kick you off and block you. So please do not put a link. It will do that. It's out of my control. Just say, I am a proud Branding University affiliate. So if you're not, guys, contact these people. They're not only going to give you their link, they're going to help you get started. So, oh geez, there's the money bell. Let me turn that off. There we go. No, I got to tell you guys, this money bell is just distracting. In a good way, but not when I'm teaching. Okay, so here we go. A lot of babble there because I'm adjusting to the screens in the back here. Now we're good to go. So go into all courses. Once you're in all courses, go to webinars. Once you're in webinars, click on webinar replays. Then just unlock that course. There's no opt-in once you're a student. Resume the course. And what webinar replays are, guys, they are the 5 most recent webinars that we've done. So you'll see you have access to the full webinars, the 5 most recent webinars. Actually, we have 6 here. I forgot to delete the last one. So you may want to catch that one really quick. The one with me when I met Tony. My experiences from that, because that drops out. We only keep the last 5 in here. So if you ever can't make it on a Sunday webinar, the newest one gets popped in. And this is where you will find this webinar right at the top here on Monday, tomorrow morning, okay? We update it right away. We upload it right away. And when you open tomorrow's webinar, you'll have the webinar overview. You'll have the full webinar replay, as in the webinar you're watching right now today with me as I'm speaking to you. You're going to have a third section that will say homework and assignments. And this is where the file will be. Okay, guys? Fair enough? This is where you can download this file. It will be in Word. It will be in PDF. Okay? Here we go. So now we're going to jump right in because I am looking at the time and it appears we only have 10 more minutes. So I hold true to my promise. Now, you need to consume content as we discussed. And as you consume it, you want to do this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to guide you guys to 2 people right now, Tom Bilyeu and Lewis Howes. The reason I'm doing these 2 guys is because they conduct amazing interviews with some of the world's top thought leaders, top entrepreneurs in all kinds of groundbreaking niches. And this is the content that made me think big. This is the content that I consume all the time, that I get stuff from this that I pop out of my head when I need it. It's almost like when you're building any kind of business, when you're in a funk, when you're in a challenge, some of these interviews are going to unblock you from those challenges because business is complex. And this is from every walk of earth, really, when it comes to leadership and entrepreneurship and motivation and inspiration and business building. Okay? So here's what we do. We're going to choose 3 videos for your assignment. We're going to go to YouTube to do this. I'm going to show you how to do this so that you get the most popular, the most viral content out there. Why decide for yourself if content is viral if it's already ranked as viral, correct? So let's do that. So in step number 1, I say choose 3 videos that's on YouTube to extract value from. So Tom Bilyeu or Lewis Howes, I'm just going to grab Lewis Howes for kicks, and I'll show you what I mean by go to videos, then sort by most popular. So let's go do that now. I will go to YouTube right here. And I will go Lewis Howes in the search bar. Okay. So that's the first thing you want to do. You don't want to grab videos from this list. What you want to do is you want to go on Lewis Howes' channel. That's the next step. Then as I say in the document, I say go to videos and sort by most popular. So what you want to do is you want to go to videos right here. You see it, guys? Videos. Then you want to go in the top right hand corner and go sort by most popular. And there you have it. I want you to choose 3 videos from this list. Okay? And I want you to, in the assignment, this is really your personal development, guys. I'm serious. This is your schooling. So let's go here. And if you're in a certain niche, just get creative. Use the same concept. Find a leader in your niche. Go find that content. Go to their channel, their videos, and sort by their most popular, okay? Then what you want to do is, I want you to write a paragraph or more summarizing value that you got from the video. So I don't mean summarize the whole interview. What I mean is summarize one of the key tips in the video, because your content will be derived from one of their key tips. So you may want to give them a shout out. I saw in the Lewis Howes episode with Joe Dispenza on how to focus your mind, and that could be your content. But here's a good practice I use. I got first video extraction, second video extraction, third video extraction. Now I do this with my students, so you may not have to put the YouTube video or the video title and the YouTube link. This is when I verify homework for people. I won't be verifying all of your homework, but it's good to keep it documented anyways. Video title, video link, and then write a paragraph in your own words about the value you got. This is going to train your brain over time that whenever you're learning something, you've got yourself, I use like little cards, little index cards, and one index card equals a piece of content. And yes, I still handwrite it. I handwrite a piece of content in one little paragraph and I put it in a pile. So then when it's content creation time, boom, there we go. There we have it. Okay, guys? So I want you to do that with 3 of the videos. You have 1 week to do that. Who's going to commit to that for next week? And then what I want to do is, out of these 3 nuggets from 3 different videos, or you can also grab 2 nuggets from the same video, okay? Because one of those videos will literally have, some of them have 20 pieces of content interlaced within. And then I want you to take one of those choices and make your own video out of it. This is what I am doing next week, okay? So here's how I want you to structure your video. I want you to, right here is there, choose 3 videos, like I said, write a paragraph or more summarizing the value for each of the 3 videos. And for the record, guys, this is training you into a new habit, okay? So don't worry about don't fall into perfection paralysis. Just do this. Do it next week. It won't take you long. I want you to create one value video from your 3 choices below. And these are the 4 components for this specific type of video. Now, please note, this must be under 10 minutes long. We can only syndicate it to certain platforms, like LinkedIn, for example, if it's under 10 minutes. There's a lot of reasons for that. Under 10 minutes long. 4 components for this one. Number 1, introduction. I want this introduction to be so brief that it goes something like this. Hey guys, Marc Lalonde here from Ottawa, Canada, and I have one simple question for you. Boom, that's it. That's it for this type of video, okay? Nothing more. You have a question for them. We always start with a question. So then you're going to ask the question to the answer that you're about to address. So if the content is 4 steps to conquering your fears, That would be the question. Do you need to conquer your fears? There you go. It could be that simple. It's got to be direct. It's got to be to the point. You should be asking the question within 5 seconds. So this should take less than 5 seconds to say. Marc Lalonde here from Ottawa, Canada, and I have one simple question for you. That was 3 seconds. Then I would say, do you ever struggle with conquering your fears? Boom, if that's the subject matter. Then you want to narrate the value you extracted. I'm going to give you a little tip, and this will be very clear when I demo this next week. When you're providing the value from the video of your choice, I want you to try to do a little story stitching. If you don't know what story stitching is, basically, how do you personally relate with that subject matter? This is where you're sprinkling a bit of you in the video. So if it's about conquering your fears, you would say something like this. It reminds me of when I was a youth and I had trouble public speaking in front of my classroom and blah, 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 la, 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 la. I remember using this without knowing I was using it, and it does, in fact, work. Make sense, guys? You want to inject a little bit of yourself, maybe an experience you've had, and I want you to be mindful of this technique when you're searching out content. If you watch content and you're like, oh, I remember a time in my life where that applied, and I wasn't aware that it applied. This makes your content extremely personalized to you. It makes people fall in love with you. They love the content, but we're branding you. Remember, we're always branding you. Yes, we do want your personality in this stuff, even though people say personal branding doesn't involve your personality. Well, come on now. Of course it does. Personal branding. Personal branding requires you to share your personality. That's all I'll say about that. So, I mean, it's just because it's obvious. It's obvious. You want to have your personality. You want your quirks. I may actually grab this one, Kobe Bryant. I'm already shopping around for what I want to take next week because I haven't seen all of these. So, there you go. Is that possible? Who's going to commit to that homework? And your call to action. In this case, you have to have a call to action. In this case, I want you to say, for more free value like this, go here. Now, wherever it goes, it should be either your blog, it could be a capture page, but it's preferably a blog with more value, and preferably, guys, with a capture pixel mechanism, okay? You want to have a capture mechanism in there so you can have your custom audience and save them and start collecting them. If you don't know how to implement that, simply go to Branding University. There is a free course. Go once again to all courses. The free course is called Audience Retargeting, okay, guys? Unlock that course. It's absolutely free. If you're a student, there's no more opting in to do, oh, look at that pale white face. I need some sun. There you go. Talk about how retargeting works. Retargeting tutorial. Super short course to teach you the most powerful strategy in marketing today, which is if somebody lands on your page, you capture them. They don't have to fill out a capture page. Enough about that. I'm kind of guiding you to things as we do this. If you don't have a capture page, then just say go to my YouTube channel. But the call to action should always say, for more value, in this case, click the link in the description. Click the link in this description. Because it doesn't matter what platform you're on, doesn't matter if you update your blog, your domain name, you want it to go to a different spot in the future, you can't edit that in the video, especially if it's on YouTube. So you don't want to say your domain name. You don't want to rifle off your bit.ly link in your voice. You want to say, click the link in the description. Okay, guys, is that clear for homework? Now, the last thing I'm going to do is, because I know we literally have 3 minutes to stay under the hour, and you cannot count the pre-babble, the 8 minutes we started as time here. So If we keep it under the hour, I have to cut it now, but I have to leave you with this. Instead of searching for content all the time, we have something called a Branding YOUniversity affiliate blog that all affiliates get for free. And let me show you what that looks like really quick. I'm going to go to all courses once again. Once you're a student, go to partnerships, click on affiliate partnership. This is where you get your own free affiliate back office within 48 hours. You will get your own affiliate back office. You will get your own affiliate links. But for the purpose of this webinar, you will get your free blog. Okay, free affiliate blog. Let me show you what that looks like, because that gives you 3 pieces of content every single day. So you wake up in the morning, go check out that content. It's always the top-notch content. Let me show you what that blog looks like. Okay, here it is, Marco M. Lalonde. I don't know, I must have been doing an update training and I put the O. You get to update everything you want on your blog. This includes free affiliates. You get to update the background image, your image, all the text. You get to update the video, of course. You get to point it to whatever you want. I won't go into the blog setup here, but what I will do is I will show you. You see here, the science of limiting beliefs. It says a new video will be posted here tomorrow. See you then. That updates tomorrow, guys. So you can review your own blog, even if you use your free blog for your own educational system for yourself. Watch this, decide to win, do the content on that. Scroll down a little more. These are all your affiliate links, by the way. So if you do guide people to your free affiliate blog, because when you set up a free affiliate program, you will get instructions on how to set this up. You change the colors, you do whatever you want. Simple to set up. All these affiliate links point to your pages. So if anyone unlocks a free course, that's not what this is about, but if they do, they're locked to you for life. And if they purchase anything for eternity, you get a commission. We just send you a PayPal every month. So let's keep scrolling. Here's the second piece of content. The art of emotional agility. Great topic. Do what we said. Do the homework on this. And here's another one. Motivation, success, and public speaking. Another great one. So instead of curating and looking for people all the time like I just taught you, you can just come to your blog every day and you'll get 3 brand new pieces every day. This is always new every day. Okay, guys? Makes sense? Now we did it. Now we're under the hour. We're about to break the hour. I do not want to do that. You guys understand the homework. It's up to you. But come on, okay? Personal development, content creation in one step. This is what's going to make you win in this game, okay? So guys, I'm going to leave you with get her done. Just do it, okay? I'll see you next Sunday. The registration link will be brandingyouuniversity.com/webinar. So the topic, give me a day or two to update it. It will be me doing this live, okay? So this is part 1. It will be part 2 next Sunday. I will see you all there to wrap up this content creation strategy. And if you do these steps through all of 2019, you will have a whole content library attracting business to you. Okay? So have an amazing Sunday, guys. I'm going to cut it off. We did the hour, and I will see you guys on social media. Bye-bye now.